Hey everyone, welcome back. Now it's time for a rant. As you can read up here, down below, side to side, or wherever the title will be. For the people who watch this on the PS3, uh, it will of course appear at the top. Uh, I don't remember much about this film, and I do not want to. I just remember I watched it twice, and I liked it the first time. But what was I thinking? Because the second time I watched it, it was horrible. Horrible and it sucked bowels. Two big breasts. The movie I'm talking about, The Darkness. Well, Darkness. Not to be confused with the awesome comic book with Jackie Estacado. Um, to clear things up about uh, what I what I remember about the movie. Not long after Regina begins living in her family's remote country estate, she learns that there's something horribly disturbing about the old place. PG-13. There have only been a couple of PG-13 horror movies that I like. Darkness Falls is one of them. Um, if you want to consider Juwan the Grudge, but that's rated R from what my DVD says. Intense terror sequences. It's like jizzing all over your face with all the terror you see in this film. It's like a Bukkake video. Thematic elements and language. I don't remember there being much language in this to begin with. All I remember, it starts off, we've got this girl and boy. This, I think there's supposed to be. No, they're not twins. Now I remember she has a little brother. Regina is played by Anna Paquin, who most people might remember her uh, from X-Men as Rogue, and it is sad because this is made by Brian Yuzna. And for those who don't know Brian Yuzna, he worked on a couple of Tales from the Crypt episodes. He worked on Hellraiser 4, Halfway, Hellraiser's Bloodline. He did a couple of stuff with the John Carpenter. I don't really remember what. Um, and this film is a downfall, a downgrade on those movies. So, yeah. And it's pretty hard to downgrade after Bloodline Hellraiser. Because that one was more of a gimmick movie, Hellraiser in Space. Um, so, what we've got here, we've got a girl, and her little brother's in the backseat. Her father's talking on the phone, I think, and they're talking about what their plans for the summer are. And I think the mother is in the car, and what ends up happening is they get into a car crash. Long story short, they get into a car crash. The mother dies. The father is depressed, and so uh, the daughter Anna Paquin wants to get get her dad a new girlfriend. So pretty much half the movie is filler. Uh, they get a new house a couple years later, and this weird stuff starts to happen, and it just feels like a cheap knockoff of Poltergeist, which is an amazing film, PG-13, but damn good. And they're remaking it, and it's going to be rated R. Hopefully, it doesn't have CGI in it. Then we're all good. And hopefully, it has a badass plot, because the original one had an amazing plot. But literally, Darkness feels like a knockoff of Poltergeist, except for the kid doesn't go to the other side. Uh, the father gets stabbed to death, from what I remember. There's not a whole lot of deaths in this movie either, which is lame. The deaths could have really helped this film, but you only get two deaths, if I remember right. The babysitter wants the dad, like literally wants him, and she hates the little boy later on in the film, and I'm just like, what the hell? And this movie explains itself, but it explains it in such an asinine way. And I don't use that word uh, a lot, but this movie fucking sucked. It was asinine with its explanation. And people are probably wondering, well, what's the explanation? I forgot. It was so bad I forgot the explanation. And the way it's explained is through, like, let's say the first part. We've got the car crash. It's explained a little bit in the middle. No, it's explained close to the end of the movie. And then it's explained at the beginning, and it's explained in one scene, and then it says something else in another scene, and it's saying that the darkness is killing people, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? And Anna Paquin has a boyfriend, and long story short, just so I can get this rant over with because I hate this movie. But the other movies on here were alright, so I'm not gonna break for this. But I will say this. If you're looking for a fun time with a PG-13 horror movie, PG-13 horror movies. Well, I can't find the movie, and I'm not looking in my bins, but Darkness Falls, way better film. It has to do with the dark. Granted, the dark isn't killing people, but Tooth Fairy is killing people. I reviewed that movie. I think. I'm not positive, but I think I reviewed that movie, Darkness Falls. Way better than PG-13 horror movie. So, we've got PG-13 horror movies right now. Poltergeist. Poltergeist 2. Two great films from the 80s. Even though I didn't grow up in the 80s, I grew up on 80s horror movies. Even though the slasher is my favorite genre, still really good. Um, Darkness Falls. Zombie Night is alright, but if it is R-rated, it's definitely a soft R. So, four movies, three of them are great. Um, this movie makes my balls itch. It makes my taint. It makes me want to lick my own taint. And it makes me want to blow job a dead horse. So, yeah, pretty much this movie sucks a big donkey. And yeah, I might be offensive, but when it comes to this type of movie, I am not giving this any credit. So, zero, 0 out of 10. This the next movie I'm gonna review will have some credit. Granted, not a lot, but more than this movie because there's actually shit going on in it. So, I'll be back in a little bit with a review of a full moon flick. Granted, one I didn't like, which is really surprising since I love most full moon flicks. But, anyways, take care, and this is Psychopath1, and I'll be back with another fucking rant. So, catch you later.